Okay, people. Guess what I got for you? I got you another reaction video. But this one, it's going to be a bit long, about 35 minutes or so. But before I show it, people, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, yeah? Comment on this video because let me know what you think about this video. I saw it last night and I was blown away. Don't forget to get your popcorns, and because it's a long video, get your popcorn, get your drinks and stuff like that, and just chill and watch this video from start to beginning, because you won't want to miss a word what this geezer's saying. Some of you might have heard of him already. His name is what's his name again? Raphael Jackson. This geezer underneath. Raphael Jackson, bro.
Introduce myself to
This geezer is something else.
you.
Watch the whole video.
As
Let me know what you think about this dude. Yeah?
Freddie Wills, East St. Louis.
Cold. But you can't help but like him. One of those kind of people. The guy's talking as if he's going out for a bag of chips. He's talking as if he's going out for a pint of milk.
Right.
But I won't spoil it for you. Watch.
Apply to you for the Illinois
What do you think? Bad man.
case that I'm here on. You do understand your rights, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. The time now is 7:02 a.m. The date is November 24th, 1999. We are presently at the Police Academy, 315A South Tucker in the television studio. Mr. Jackson, I want you to look at the video equipment and notice the red blinking light.
Yeah.
Okay, that tells us that the video equipment is running, and as long as that light stays blinking, it'll stay running. Okay? For the purpose of the video right now, I'd like for you to state your full name.
Raphael Orlando's Jats,
Okay. What is your age?
28,
Your date of birth?
6/4/71,
Okay. Where were you born?
St. Louis, Missouri.
Are you married or single?
Married.
Your home address?
2629 Tennessee.
Okay. Do you work at the present time?
Yes.
What is your job?
Homicides and robberies.
Okay. All right. Mr. Jackson, previously we have gone over 3 homicides which have occurred. Okay?
Yeah.
One being in St. Louis, one being solely in East St. Louis, and then we had one that started in East St. Louis and ended in St. Louis. Okay?
Yeah.
The one we'd like to start with first is the one that happened in St. Louis, okay, in which a Ricky Williams was killed. Okay, that was back on September 17th at 3137 California. Can you tell us about your involvement in that case? 3137 California. Can you tell us about your involvement in that case?
Yeah. Ricky, I fronted Ricky some dope. You know, me and him was cool. I fronted him approximately 4.4 grams of cocaine, pure cocaine. I told him to bring me $200 back. You know, he can make $500 off of both of them together. I told him, please don't accept my shit if he wasn't gonna pay me. And he said he wouldn't even play me like that. He gonna have my money that night, So that night, he still didn't have my money. And I told him, I insisted before I gave my shit, I begged. I said, man, please don't accept my shit, because I got to have all my money. He took my shit. Then I ain't see him for 3 or 4 days. When I saw him, he told me he still got it. He ain't been doing nothing. He ain't moved it yet. He gonna take care of me. I told him, man, just give my shit back. I said, because you been starting some shit, just give my shit back, At that time, you know, I could afford to lose the shit. It wasn't no trip, but it was the thing that he just beat me for my shit. Well, I told him, have my money that night. I ain't see him for 2 or 3 days again. I saw him again, I asked him for my money. He said he gonna take care of me that night, you know. He met with me, then he still didn't have. Told me biz been slow, he ain't did nothing. So I don't see him. I'm asking everybody how they saw him. Ain't nobody seen him, you know. And I kept, looking for him. And I finally ran into him about 2 weeks later, and he still didn't have my money. He told me to meet him, you know, that night. I tried to meet him that night. He ain't even show up. So that's about the 4th week after I gave my shit. I was riding around, you know, looking for some more motherfuckers that beat me for some money, you know. And he didn't, you know, they wasn't at home, so I couldn't kill them, you know. One of them owed me $8, the other one owed me 10, you know, but they wasn't at home, so I ain't killed them. But being that I was in the killing move, I decided to look for Ricky. The guns, we couldn't find Ricky. Then, as soon as I left there on the way home to go to bed, I seen him. I told him I was gonna front him an ounce of cocaine. I told him just bring me $1,000 back there to give him a chance to make my money and make him some money. He said meet him back there in an hour. I went back to the dude I dropped off, and I picked up, had him to get a couple guns, picked up a couple guns, 38 and a Glock 10. The dude was with me had the Glock. I had the 38 with 6 shells in it. The Glock had 16. I rolled back around her. Ricky ain't came back yet. We rolled around the block a few times, waited around the corner, trying to see if we can see him pass on any street where he be on. And we ain't see him, and I kind of got spooked because it was dark and I kept hearing noises, so I left and drove around, asked some dudes if they saw him. They said, there was his car down the street, some dude got smart with me. I started to kill him, but I said, no, I ain't gonna get him. So I went down the street. As soon as I pulled up in front of the house on California where Ricky was at, he had his mama car or something with a little white Cavalier. He came out, I ain't blow the horn, he just walked out. And he came up to the van, and I asked him, I say, I told him, I say, get in so I can give you this dope. I don't want to be out in the middle of the street doing it. I was standing in the middle of the street in a stolen van. He had water in his eye, like he knew I was gonna kill him. So I told him, I say, get in. He said, can't I just give it to him right here? I said, no. I said, get in, 'cause I don't want nobody to see me give you the dope. And he said, you can just give it to me right here. He said, where you want me to get in at then? I said, go around and get in the side door. And he just stood there, and I see some tears coming from his eye. I say, you want it right here? He said, yeah. And I just reached out and shot him. I think I shot him in the face, and he hit the ground. I just reached out the window and shot the other 5 bullets out there in him. And then the dude was with me, reached over the passenger side with the Glock and just shot about 10 shells out of him, shot him up. And we pulled off, dropped the hot van off, and jumped in the legit car. And I went to the house, and I ate me something. I went to the house, and I ate me something and drank a cup of coffee and went to sleep.
And that's basically it?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was snorting heroin, you know, he fucked up my money.
How much money did he owe you?
He owed me $200. I gave him enough dope because he was doing bad. Me and the dude was cool, you know. He was doing bad, so I, you know, was called myself helping him out, and he fucked me out my shit, you know. I gave him some dope to make more money than me. And plus it was almost pure cocaine, you know.
Did you refer to him by a nickname? Do you know him by his nickname?
Yeah,
What's his nickname?
Slick.
Okay. When you say you were in a stolen van, do you remember anything about this stolen van?
Yeah,
Where'd you steal it from?
stole it out in the county somewhere. I don't remember where I stole it. Stole it from somewhere, I think out there by Lindbergh.
Okay, do you know what kind of van it was?
Yeah, like a utility van.
Okay. But you don't remember exactly where you got it?
No,
Do you remember how long you had it?
that day, I stole it the night before and put it up. Then I went and got it that night to go and kill these other two motherfuckers.
And who was that you were going to kill?
My mama ex-boyfriend and, you know, who she was engaged to, and his son.
What's their names? You know them?
Yeah, Lil Harold and Big Harold.
You know their last name?
I forgot.
What street were they on that you went looking for them?
Alberta.
Okay, this is before you went looking for Ricky Williams?
Yeah, I just wanted to kill somebody. You know, they paid me most of my money, but they have been spending me about my money for a month.
How many people were with you when you killed Ricky?
Just one.
Are you going to name that person?
Nope,
And why isn't it you won't name that person?
because I don't honor no snitching.
What do you mean by that?
I do not tell on nobody.
Okay. So there's yourself and one other person.
Yeah, John Doe.
Okay. And you won't tell us his name.
Nope.
Okay. And what gun did you have?
I had the 38.
Can you describe the gun?
It's a black steel 38 special. Got detective special on the tip of the barrel, and it had a pearl handle with a chip on the handle.
Okay. Where did you get that gun from?
I bought it from a dude that's be selling guns.
Who is he and where did you purchase it at?
I don't know his name. I purchased it through somebody else, somebody's father. You know, he sell a lot of guns.
How much did it cost you?
I paid too much money for it, $135.
Okay. Now, this other person you referred to as John Doe, what kind of gun did they have?
The Glock 10 millimeter Glock.
Okay. Whose gun is that?
That's my gun.
That's your gun.
Yeah,
So that 38 and that Glock is both yours?
yeah,
Okay. You just let that person use the gun?
yeah.
Okay. Can you describe that gun?
It's a black, was brand new in a box when I got it. Black gun made in like a square gun, automatic, with a hole in the back of the handle.
Where did you get that gun at?
I took it from a motherfucker.
Where was that at?
I ain't gonna say.
Why wouldn't you say where you took it from?
I just don't want to say.
Okay. So you took that gun?
Yeah.
How long have you had it?
It's about 3 months. It tried to kill the motherfucker I took it from. He just ran too fast.
Okay. Is there anything that we've left out in this incident that you can think of that we haven't covered?
No, that's it. Ricky pulled too many stunts.
And what do you mean by that?
He was stunting motherfuckers for their money. He stunted the wrong motherfucker. You know, stunted a motherfucker who was good to him.
Meaning yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else on this that you want to discuss?
No.
Tom, do you have anything?
Yeah, at this time I would like to show Raphael this weapon. It's a 10mm Glock that was seized from your house. Do you recognize this gun?
Yeah,
Which gun's this?
that's a 10mm Glock.
Who had possession of this that night that Ricky Williams was killed?
John Doe.
John Doe. It's a 10mm Glock. Stuck a pencil on it here. The serial numbers on the slide here.
Hold on, please. It's all right.
Okay.
Okay, put the slide out and look towards it. Hold on. You can see the front very good. Okay, the rear again, please.
Okay, this is a 10mm Glock. Serial number on this is WY315. How many rounds does this weapon hold?
15 in the clip, 1 in the chamber.
16 total?
Yeah,
Okay. This gun's made out of plastic,
yeah,
handle's plastic. Slide is steel?
yeah.
Okay. I shoved a pencil in it. You mentioned, how many times did you shoot your .38 at Ricky Williams?
6.
And what about John Doe? How many times did he fire the gun I just showed you?
I think about 9 or 10. I forgot how many bullets was left.
Do you keep track of how many times you shoot?
Yeah,
Why is that?
because I try to leave at least a couple bullets in there. Most of the time.
Why would you do that?
Just in case somebody see me and get to chasing me, I have at least 2 or 3 more for sure shots.
Anyone from, what if the police were chasing you?
I'm a killer.
And anyone, police, citizen, you're gonna kill them?
Yeah.
Yep. Tommy, okay. We covered the van, is that right? Where that was taken from?
Huh?
Did you tell us where you took the van from?
Yeah.
Earlier, you said when we talked about this, and we talked about this a little earlier when we interviewed you, you said you were laughing when you pulled off after shooting Ricky?
Yeah.
Why is that?
So I always laugh.
When do you always laugh?
When I'm excited.
And what, obviously, shooting someone makes you excited? Okay.
Yeah.
And you dropped the van off? Where'd you drop the stolen van off at? Did you tell us?
No.
Will you?
No.
I don't have anything further on Ricky Williams.
I've thought of something, Raphael. When you said Ricky came up to the van, what side of the van did he come up to?
The driver's side.
Do you know which way you were facing on California?
Yeah. What's that? North. East. Toward Gravois. That's east.
Okay. You were facing towards Gravois?
Yeah.
Okay. And to cover that 38, whatever happened to that 38?
I buried it.
Okay, you buried it.
No, I didn't. I kept it. No, I kept it with me at that time.
Okay, at that time you kept it with you.
Yeah.
And then later on, you buried it.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And where, to your knowledge, where's that gun at now?
In Detective Freddie Will's possession.
Okay. And we're gonna cover that again in detail. When we start talking about the other 2 cases, we're gonna cover that in detail about the 38. Okay. But anything else you can think about Ricky Williams?
No.
Tom?
No. Not at all.
Okay. So we've covered that. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna talk about the page 10 homicide, okay? And I'm gonna turn it over to Detective Wills from East St. Louis. Happened in his jurisdiction, and he's gonna have some questions for you, and just go like we did here again. You explain to him what took place, okay? The page 10 homicide, okay? And I'm gonna turn it over to Detective Wills from East St. Louis. Happened in his jurisdiction, and he's gonna have some questions for you, and just go like we did here again. You explain to him what took place, okay? Fred?
Raphael, on October 9th, 1999 of this year, at page 10, nightclub in East St. Louis, a security officer was shot. Can you tell me about your involvement in that?
Yeah, me, a Jane Doe, and a Jane Doe mother, and Jane Doe mother boyfriend, John Doe, went over to the club, page 10, and it was, we was in there, and we went back to the back by the bathroom. Her mother had to use the bathroom. She went in the bathroom. We were standing outside the bathroom waiting to take some pictures, waiting for her mother to come out the bathroom. And a big old guy, I think he was a gang member, a GD or something. He get the beating on the door telling her, come on out the bathroom, let me in here. And he said that a couple times. I told him, man, won't you just let the lady go and use the bathroom and she'll be right out, And he talking about, man, I want to use the bathroom. He say, bitch, come on out right now. I say, man, won't you show some respect for the lady and let the lady finish using the bathroom, man. She'll be out in a minute. And it was the woman's bathroom. And he say, what the fuck you got to do with it? I say, I got a lot to do with it, nigga. That's my people. And then I say, he said, and that's her boyfriend right there. He said, well, he ain't saying shit. And he said, nigga, I am saying something. Won't you get up off the dope? And the dude started, going off on me, And then I started going off on him, cursing him out, and I heard a whistle off the dope. And the dude started, going off on me, And then I started going off on him, cursing him out, and I heard a whistle. Then all these gang members, GDs up in there, started mounting up. All of them started coming back there. All of them was mounting up. I had a 38 in the club with me.
What kind of 38 did you have?
A 38 special, the same one I described earlier.
Okay, can you give me that description again?
Black steel with a pearl handle, with a chip on the handle. And got detective special on the barrel. I had that already in there. And he went up there, up front, started talking to all the dudes. The gals that was with me was telling me, leave it alone, leave it alone. I started going off on the white, walking away. And they started mounting up. All of them started getting together in the group, about 20 of them. So I told the girl I was with, I said, I'm just going and try to swatch this shit so I won't fuck up our night. And I went over there to the dude, I told him, I said, man, hey, there ain't even no trip. We gonna leave that shit alone. They ain't about shit. And I stuck my hand out. I said, we gonna let that go. And he said, nigga, get your bitch ass out my face. And I told him, punk ass nigga, handle your business, nigga. Nigga, it's on. Whatever you wanna do, nigga, it's on. And I walked out, went got on the payphone.
Where's the payphone at?
Around all the way up to the end of the bar to the left. Right off the bar. So I made a phone call, called somebody, a John Doe too, told him, come to the east side, told him I was gonna send somebody down, cause page 10 hard to find if you ain't never been there. So I sent the girl and her mother, I told him to bring some shit over there. He brought a grenade, a Tech 9, and a 25 automatic. Told him I was gonna send somebody down, cause page 10 hard to find if you ain't never been there. So I sent the girl and her mother, I told him to bring some shit over there. He brought a grenade, a Tech 9, and a 25 automatic. I sent them, when he call from the bridge and say he getting off the bridge. I sent them down to Club Illusion to meet him so he could follow him down there.
Is it Jane Doe's?
Yeah, sent both of them down there. So they get back down there. I had the girl, they come back in, tell me that he there. So I called out front. I called on the phone, tell them I'm thinking about just going to kill one of these motherfuckers in here and leave. You know, and then he said, no, don't, you know, try to just walk out first, you know, and then, you know, see if you can just walk out. I say, all right. He said, because he ain't want to be, you know, involved really in his, you know, car was registered in his name. So I had them, I sent the girls out the thing. I had the girl to bring a gun in. I gave the 25 automatic to the dude that was in there with me. I sent the girls out to get my 9.8 off the lot and pull it a little bit down the street, about a few buildings down the street, park in the middle of the street.
What color's your 9.8?
It's just a color.
Okay.
You know, we parked it down about a couple buildings from the club in the middle of the street, and I had the dude, the other John Doe, to park behind them in the middle of the street. And I'm talking on the phone. I tell them, I say, I'm gonna send the dude out first, and then I'm gonna come out behind him, just in case, because the dudes kept going in and out the club like they was mounting up and strapping up out there. So I sent the dude, I told him I'm gonna send the dude out. When he get in the car, then I'm gonna come out just in case they get to shooting. I won't have him in the middle of the shit. But before, so I tell him we ready to come out now. Then as soon as I say it at the police, he come over there, the guard on the door, and start pet search, saying somebody say you got a gun on.
You said the police. Can you describe this guy to me?
Oh, he's a white guy. I don't know. I don't know what he looked like.
What do you have on?
He had on a security guard uniform.
Okay.
And he had a automatic 9mm on him.
Did he have it in a holster?
Yeah, it was a Beretta. You know, so a small Beretta. Come out just in case they get to shooting. I won't have him in the middle of the shit. But before, so I tell him we ready to come out now. Then as soon as I say it at the police, he come over there, the guard on the door, and start pet search, saying somebody say you got a gun on.
You said the police. Can you describe this guy to me?
Oh, he's a white guy. I don't know. I don't know what he looked like.
What do you have on?
He had on a security guard uniform.
Okay.
And he had a automatic 9mm on him.
Did he have it in a holster?
Yeah, it was a Beretta. You know, so a small Beretta. So I'm talking on the phone still, and I see him over there petting the dude down, feeling all on his clothes. And then he turned around and pointed. He had the gun on the dude while he was petting. He turned around and pointed the gun at me on the phone about 5 feet away. So I turned sideways like I couldn't hear, so he wouldn't be tripping on me, because he pointed the gun at me, because he knew we was together. And then he turned the gun back on him when I turned my back. I reached in my inside Tommy jacket, pulled the hammer back, only had 4 bullets in the gun. I think I shot somebody earlier, I don't know. I pulled the hammer back, and he felt the gun on the dude in his right pocket. As soon as he put his security guard put his gun in the holster when he felt the gun, he dug in the dude's pocket. That's when I pulled the gun up and just shot him 4 times. And everybody in the club ran. I ran out, and didn't nobody really see it, because it was fog, real thick fog and storming outside. I ran down the street, jumped in the car, and rode and made a wrong turn and ran the car off the road, because we made a wrong turn. So I tried to make a U-turn, and the car went down on a little ditch. It was too muddy to get it out. Then we got out, got ready to start walking, and here come the other John Doe. He pulled up, picked us up. I was gonna have him to pull my car out, but he said, "Fuck it, leave the car." I snatched my papers out of the car, and we went on back to St. Louis.
Okay. Now,
I had on a Tommy blue jean jacket Tommy hat. Both of us had on Tommy gold glasses. Me and the girl had on Tommy gold glasses. I had on a Tommy hat. I had on a Tommy shirt, a Tommy blue jean jacket, Tommy belt, Tommy pants, and Tommy shoes, and Tommy socks. Up under my blue jean jacket, I had a New York jersey on, beige with blue New York signs on. Under the Tommy jacket, you can see it a little bit. And she had on a New York jersey.
So you, both of you.
Tommy shirt and under a Tommy jacket.
Okay. Now, after now you
We
say
had glasses on, like.
okay. Now you say after you ran out the club, you got stuck. Where's your car at now?
I don't know. I went back over there about 4 days later to pick it up, pull it out the ditch. It was gone.
Okay. The gun you used, the 38, where is it now?
You got it in your possession.
Okay. How did I get that gun?
A friend of mine, real close friend of mine, you know, I had told him, you know, that somebody else killed the dude with a gun that I have, which was Slick, you know, but I killed Slick, you know, but I had him under the impression that somebody else killed him, you know, so he got locked up out in Lambert Field. They had like 5 keys and a lot of cash, so they locked him up and had them in the federal hold. The feds was holding them, you know, and they holding them without bond. So he trying to make bond. He trying to get any kind of bond set so he can get out. He asked me, cause I still had the gun. I told him that I bought the gun from the dude, and I buried it in his backyard.
You buried in whose backyard?
In the guy's backyard. I don't know his name. I don't even know his name. I forgot his name. On Missouri and Potomac, I believe. But I told him that the dude who killed the dude, you know, this, I had already told him this way before he got locked up, that that dude killed him. You know, and he, so when he got locked up, he had asked me what I do, what I do with that gun. He asked me where that gun was. I told him that gun is in the dude's backyard, you know, the dude on Missouri. He said, did I know where he buried it? I told him, yeah, I know where he buried it at. So I ain't know nothing about the deal with you at first. You know, he done made a deal with you. I don't honor no snitching, you know. And he asked me if I talk to you to help ID this dude and say I was over there in page 10 with him, because that's who the murder was going to go on. Him and his gal, they fit the paper description, the sketches in the paper.
How you know there was a sketch in the paper?
Because it just came out about a week ago and somebody showed it to me.
Okay, what kind of paper are you talking about?
I don't know. I think a Granite City paper.
You're talking about a newspaper?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's 2 sketches in there.
Okay.
A girl with some big round glasses on and a guy with low haircut, long peanut head, and some square glasses. No, round gold glasses. And the girl had a lot of hair on her head. Ugly bitch. Yeah. And in the meantime, he made a deal with you. You know, that you will try to talk to the prosecuting attorney about getting him out on bond and easing his sentence. And so he informed you about the gun being buried over there. You know, and that's when he called me and told me that about the deal that he trying to make over there.